So we've had a hard frost last night, so just checking the dahlias in the garden, and some of them have been nipped by frost. You'll see that where the leaves start going black. They go black and they wilt. So now it's probably a better time to get them dug up and prepared for storage over the winter. The reason why we dig dahlias up, the species originate from Mexico, so they're not fantastically hardy. So the best thing to do is just find out which one you want to dig up. Put your fork in, nice and gently. Try not to put it too close to the stem. So I'm kind of about 6 inches away from the stem. Give it a quick tug, and you'll hear it just kind of give way. So grab it by the stem and give it a good shake. And you've got a good dahlia tuber. So try and get rid of some of this soil. Put it back on the garden, and then we'll cut the stems off. You might even get something like that, which is a new plant. We'll just cut the stems off the original plant. Don't have to cut them right the way down to the ground. Something like that. And just keep on taking a bit of soil off. Don't take all of it off. And that's it. Once we get back to the nursery, we'll give it a proper tidy off. Make sure it's all alright. And then we'll get it prepared for winter. Right, so we've dug our dahlia tuber up. Take all the old soil off. The main reason really is just to kind of check the condition of the tubers. And that looks really good. So the tubers, if you're not sure, they should be as firm as a potato. So if they're a bit squashy and soft, take them off. And then the stems usually like that for a week or so, just to let all the water drain out of these old stems so it's completely dry. And then once it's all dried out, we could either use a crate or a big black pot. So at the moment I'm just going to use a big black pot, and I'm going to use vermiculite. Put your dahlia tuber in and just fill him up. So we put the dahlia tuber in the pot, cover it up. You don't need to cover it right up to the top, just as long as you cover the main part of the tuber. And then these can either go into a dry, frost-free shed, under the bench in the greenhouse, or in a cold conservatory or something. Just put them underneath a bench or something. And in the spring, once it starts to warm up a bit, or if you want to force them, you either bring them back into the greenhouse, start watering them gently. That's ready for winter. If you've got a lot of them, probably best off in black crates such as that. So you just put them in, make sure they're labelled, put a white label on, tie them to the end of the stem, put a bit of vermiculite in the bottom, and then put them on the top. If you haven't got vermiculite, you can use dry compost, sand, sawdust. What I usually do, if I've got a lot of dahlia tubers and they're in crates, I'll stack them on top of each other and then cover everything with fleece, and they'll be asleep for winter.